Hey folks, Matthew Boxler here. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how to make sure there's absolutely zero joy in your life. Because how many of you have had those moments where it's just like nothing is happening, nothing is going on, and you feel, oh God, that's cold. So crappy that you want to die, right? Has anybody had that particular, it's so cold, had that particular thing happen for you before? Well, I have. I actually am a professional. I have had the no joy moments a number of times, probably more than 10 times, I'd say. I'm just to make sure. Hey, Leona. And just taking a little rest here and getting into the one thing that is not about not joy, which is the undefined nature of the earth. Out here on the Deschutes River Woods, be a little panorama. How's that? Man, that is the best panorama you could have, right? How could someone not do joy with that? And the reason it is because how much, hey, how are you guys? Yeah, happy. The reason it is because the earth doesn't have any definitions. So it's the definitions of you that totally eradicate the joy from your reality, right? Oh my God, everything's the opposite of what it appears to be. Just look at these ladies out on the river, if you can see them. They're just like on a board. They're surrounded by the no definition. They're surrounded by the energy that is constantly changing and lasts for all of 10 seconds for the most part. Sophia, and I can't see the rest of you because if I touch my screen, it's gonna get all wet. So what do you do when you're in the no joy situations? You can't always just jump out of nature and, go float down a big gorgeous river. You just have to ask some questions. The big one that's been really uncomfortable for me and quite three things going on here, and quite catalytic for everyone I've been working with is what definitions are you to you? What definitions are you making of you? And everything that comes up around that we destroy and uncreate. Tom Scott saying, good, bad, right or wrong, puck and pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And why is that? It's like the definitions you have of you are the ones that are creating all the walls, all the barriers, everything that doesn't work for you pretty much starts there. Even the good stuff, and often it's the good stuff that we don't want to let go of because why are we doing that? Because at least I've got 1 inch of success or happiness or otherwise, and you hold on to that and it puts a crimp in everything else you're doing. If you're, as I've said before, if you're one of those hyper creative humanoid people that is all over the place all the time because you're aware of everything going, oh my God, look at these guys. Are they awesome? They look so significant and defined. Oh my God, this guy here coming up, I can tell he is gonna get really depressed in a minute. Can you tell? Can you tell? He doesn't like peck one of my toes. Right. No, he's not. Hey, pal. What's up? What's up? Don't eat my tripod. Okay, good. Anyway, it's funny how much energy animals pull because they don't have any definition of themselves. So, what definition of you are you using to eradicate all the possibilities in your reality? Maybe it's in your business. Have you defined your business as an XYZ business? Well, that's okay. You can do that, but would you be willing to do it on just the front side? It's like business in the front, party in the back. Let everybody else have what they need to see so they can come to the invitation you are. That's undefined capacity of, having and being the joy of this, what could be happening for everyone in this reality. The undefined possibility of joy in this reality. Your relationships. How many times Have you, you know, you got that high-low thing going because you're just around your partner, and somebody's got to be high, somebody's got to be low. It's just like one of those polarity things. What if you just do that same thing, business in the front, party in the back, and authentically be what's required in that moment, and then still allow all the definition to unwind? Hi, Lena. And Mariamba Mbaye. Oh, I have not seen you for a long time, my friend. How are you? And Isabella. And be that energy. Just be the energy that has no definitions. And here's how you tell if you're in one of those spaces and you're totally locked and cocked and going nowhere, and you're just like, where's the joy? Sort of thing, is ask these questions, these definition questions that Dane and Gary from Access Consciousness are bringing up for us all. They're bringing them to us because they want us to have this ease and this joy and this playful way of life. We're like, whoopee, you know, as an energy. And the questions are all definitive. So what have you defined as yourself that you will never let go of till death do you part? And everything that comes up around that, would you destroy and uncreate? Time's got time, you know? You know, maybe you're gay and you don't even know it. It's possible, right? But if you had, I'm just using a really obvious one, you know, in the social context. But if you had, I love you, man. He says, Matt, dear friend, you're amazing. Well, thank you. I'm receiving that. And if you had one of those definitions that you're a same-sex partner, or that you're not a same-sex partner, you have to cut off at least 50% of the awareness of the world around what's joyful in order for you to make sure that you keep your definition. Now, not to use such, you know, a prickly matter for a lot of us, you know, straight people, if you're looking at your business and the right way to be you in business, what if you just chose to be a little more controversial and extravagant and, you know, be the energies that really you enjoy being in those moments to bring up the essence of the definitions that you've been trying to apply to yourself to this point. Let's say you're a doctor, you know, you're an orthopedic surgeon. Actually, I don't even know what that means, but it sounds really important, right? So it's super important, right? So what if you were a surgeon, but nothing was important about it? What other kind of possibilities would show up in your world around what you could do and be, you know, as a magic being with a knife? But if you've decided you're only a doctor with a knife, then you have to cut off all the other possibilities that are defined by your definitions of who you be. So that's all I got. It's all about joy, man. It's just a choice. You can choose it or lose it. So anyway, Matthew Boxler here out on Deschutes River, Bend, Oregon. Be in joy. Even though sometimes you have to tell your face. Sometimes your face gets like a not joy imprint on it. You know, you got to tell it. And be you. Change the world. Bye, guys.